All right, so, when you hear nicknames like stylish star or even icon star and they're about an Indian film actor,
Yeah.
like you can't help but think of Allu Arjun, right?
Yeah.
Like those names, they're not just for show, they really highlight just how unique he is on screen and how he moves.
Oh, yeah.
It's captivating. And today we're going deep, deep into the world of this Telugu cinema major figure like Tollywood.
Yeah, absolutely.
To really see what his journey's all about.
Yeah, we've got a ton of info here, and what's amazing is like the film dynasty he's part of, right?
Yeah.
So, born in Chennai in '82, Allu Arjun isn't just an actor, he's from a whole lineage.
Right.
Think about it, his dad, Allu Arjun, is a big-time producer.
Huge, yeah.
And his grandfather, Allu Ramalingaya, was this comedy legend, did over 1,000 films.
Oh, wow.
And then there's the Uncle Chiranjeevi, a Telugu megastar, and the cousin, Ram Charan, also a leading man.
Like, wow.
That background has to shape an artist,
It's like, it's in his blood, right?
Oh, yeah.
And even though he was born in Chennai, spent his early years there, they moved to Hyderabad in the 90s.
Right.
It's interesting how those early days might have, set the stage for him.
For sure.
He went to St. Patrick's School in Chennai, then got his business degree in Hyderabad.
Yeah.
But even before he was officially a lead actor, he had these moments with the camera.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Didn't he?
You see him as a child artist in Vijetha way back in '85.
Oh, wow.
And then later on, dancing in Daddy in 2001.
Oh, yeah.
Even those short appearances had to give him a feel for filmmaking, right?
Right.
But his true start as the leading man was Gangotri in 2003.
Yeah.
And then the big one, Arya, in 2004, directed by Sukumar.
Yeah, Arya felt like the turning point, didn't it?
Absolutely.
It wasn't just some debut,
No.
That performance, it connected with people in a new way, and he got a Nandi Special Jury Award for it.
Yeah.
It showed his unique style and energy on screen, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like he was making his own space from the beginning.
Exactly. He didn't stick to the usual path. He was so good at switching between different types of films.
Oh, yeah.
From action like Bunny in 2005 and Desimaduru in 2007 to more fun and romantic stuff like Purugu in 2008, which got him his first Filmfare Award for Best Actor in Telugu.
Big deal.
That ability to change genres, that was key to getting a wider audience.
Yeah.
And that just kept going with more and more hits.
We're talking films that crushed it at the box office, like Race Guram in 2014, Asosat Yamurthy in 2015, Serenadu in 2016, and more recently, Ala Vaikunthapurramuloo in 2020.
Right.
Each one seemed to make him even bigger and connect him more to his fans.
Yeah.
But then came Pushpa, the rise in 2021, and that was next level.
Totally.
Not just in his region, but nationally and even worldwide.
Yeah, what's interesting about Pushpa, the rise is it wasn't just a box office smash.
Right.
He won the National Film Award for Best Actor.
Oh, wow.
That's a mark of real artistic skill, and it showed how much he put into the role.
Yeah.
It definitely put him at the very top of actors in India. And it's no surprise he's been on Forbes India's Celebrity 100 list since 2014.
Right.
Shows how popular and influential he is.
It's always interesting to think about the person beyond the fame, right?
It is, yeah.
So Allu Arjun married Sneha Reddy back in 2011. They have 2 kids. From what we see, even with how famous he is, he keeps his personal life pretty private.
Yeah, that's something to notice,
Yeah.
He shares some family stuff on social media, but mostly keeps things away from the press.
Right.
In a world where celebrities are always under a microscope,
Yeah.
this shows he's trying to live a normal life and protect his family,
Yeah. And it's really good that he does charity work.
Oh, definitely.
We hear that every year on his birthday, he organizes blood donation drives
Yeah.
and supports stuff for kids in need. It's using his platform to make a positive difference, right?
Absolutely. It all adds to how people see him.
Right.
Shows he cares, which probably means a lot to his fans. Now looking at his career beyond that national award, he's got 6 Filmfare Awards and 3 Nandi Awards.
Yeah.
That says a lot about how consistently good he is and how the industry recognizes him.
Yeah. And then we've got the recent phenomenon that is Pushpa 2. The Rule premiered in 2024.
Yeah.
The money it's made is wild.
It's huge.
It's made over 1,800 crore globally in just its first month out.
Wow.
That puts it up there with the highest grossing Indian films ever.
Yeah.
It really shows how big of a star he is
Yeah.
and how much people love that story.
Yeah, what's amazing here is how he connects with such a huge and diverse audience.
Right.
A big part of it seems to be how he changes his look and style for each role.
Oh, yeah.
You compare his earlier more modern characters to the rough look he had for Pushpa. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
And we can't forget his incredible dancing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a major part of why people love him, especially in Telugu-speaking areas and in Kerala, where his dubbed films do so well.
Yeah. But things took a very serious and sad turn with what happened at the Pushpa 2. The Rule premiere.
Oh, yeah.
On December 4th, 2024 at Sathya Theater in Hyderabad.
Right.
It really cast a shadow over the film's success.
Yeah.
And it made people ask some really tough questions about safety at events like that.
For sure. What should have been a celebration turned into a tragedy.
Yeah.
A stampede where a 35-year-old woman named Revati died.
Right.
And her 8-year-old son, Shri Tej, was badly hurt.
Right.
It immediately focused attention on crowd control and safety at these celebrity events.
Yeah, from what we know, Allu Arjun showed up at the theater around 9:30 p.m. He wasn't expected, and came in through the main entrance. So many fans had gathered to maybe see him.
Yeah.
It became chaotic. It's so sad that it ended so badly.
Yeah, the aftermath was quick legal action.
Yeah.
On December 5th, a police case was filed against Allu Arjun, his security, and the theater management. Under a bunch of laws, including culpable homicide.
Seriously.
The theater owner and 2 employees were arrested.
Right. Allu Arjun put out a statement the next day.
He did.
Saying he was very sorry in a social media video. He also said he'd give 25 lakh to help the victim's family.
Yeah.
Which the whole Pushpa 2 team later increased to 1 crore. That's a lot.
Yeah, and he said he'd pay for all of Shri Tej's medical bills.
Good.
A lot of people noticed that.
Yeah.
But the legal stuff kept going.
Yeah.
On December 13th, Allu Arjun was arrested, named as accused Nona 11 in the case.
Right.
He was put in jail for 14 days, but the Telangana High Court gave him bail the next day.
Okay.
Reports say he spent a night in Chanchalguda prison, even sleeping on the floor.
Wow.
Shows how serious things were.
Yeah. And it didn't end there.
No.
A little over a week later, on December 22nd, protests started outside his house in Hyderabad. Some say there was vandalism.
Right.
People were demanding justice for Revati's family.
Yeah.
6 people, said to be students from Osmania University, were arrested for the protests.
Wow.
And then, to make things even more complicated, on December 23rd, a Congress Party leader filed a complaint
Really?
about a scene in Pushpa 2.
Huh.
They were upset about a scene where Allu Arjun's character pees in a pool in front of a police officer,
Oh, wow.
saying it disrespected the police.
Okay.
This just shows how tangled up this whole thing got with public opinion and politics.
Yeah, for sure.
This whole thing blew up into a big political controversy.
It did.
Telangana's chief minister, Revanth Reddy, was very critical.
Uh-huh.
He even said Allu Arjun went to the screening even though the police might have told him not to.
Really?
He called his actions inhuman in the state assembly.
Wow, that's harsh.
Yeah, it is.
But Allu Arjun told a different story at a press conference.
Right.
He completely denied what the chief minister said, calling it a character assassination.
Wow.
He said he actually had a police escort to the theater
Okay.
and explained why he didn't visit Shri Tej right away,
Yeah.
saying his lawyers told him not to because of the legal stuff. So there are 2 very different sides to the story.
Yeah. And like always happens in these situations, other political parties got involved.
Of course.
Both the BJP and the BRS said that the Congress government was unfairly targeting Allu Arjun.
Interesting.
Maybe because of his family's connection to Pawan Kalyan.
Right, the deputy chief minister of Andhra Pradesh and a BJP ally.
Yeah.
And a BJP leader, Annamalai, even said that Chief Minister Reddy might be using the tragedy for political gain.
It's messy.
It is. Yeah, even Hyderabad's police commissioner C.V. Anand got in trouble
Oh, yeah.
for saying that national news outlets were biased in how they reported the incident. He had to apologize later.
Yeah.
Shows how sensitive and emotional this whole thing is.
Luckily, Allu Arjun got regular bail on December 27th.
Good.
And by April 2025, he didn't have to report to the police every week anymore.
Right.
The Pushpa 2 team altogether gave a total of 2 crore to the victim's family.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's important to say that even with all this controversy, Pushpa 2 kept doing amazingly well. It even made over 800 crore just in Hindi-speaking areas.
Wow.
This shows how popular the film is and how big of a star Allu Arjun is,
Yeah.
even with this tragedy. We also know that Allu Arjun did visit Shri Tej in late December, and since then he's mostly kept out of the public eye,
Yeah.
while the police and the National Human Rights Commission are still investigating.
It's crazy how this all shows how celebrity culture, public safety, and even politics are all tied together in South India.
Yes, yeah.
It definitely has an impact on Allu Arjun's career.
Absolutely, no matter how talented he is and how much he's achieved.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Allu Arjun's world, some key things stand out.
For sure.
We saw how he went from being part of a famous film family to becoming a major star himself.
Right.
Earning those names, stylish star and icon star, through hard work and talent.
Definitely.
We followed his rise through different roles leading to the huge success of Pushpa 2. And we also looked at the really sad and complicated controversy with the Sandhya Theater stampede.
Yeah.
Something that had legal and political consequences.
It did.
And thinking about all this, it brings up a big question.
What's that?
With Allu Arjun's influence and how passionate fans are about Indian cinema.
Yeah.
How much responsibility do celebrities and event organizers have to make sure people are safe at these big events?
That's a good question.
And how might something like this, with all its legal, social, and political effects, change how stars and their fans interact in the future?
It's a question that goes way beyond just one actor or one film.
Yeah.
It does. It really does.
So much to think about.
A lot to consider, yeah.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Absolutely.
It was a heavy one.
It was, yeah.
But important.
Very important.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.
For another deep dive.
All right.
Bye.